was guided to speak about some writings that most people haven't heard about. Some of this is new to me as well, so bear with me if I stumble a little. And trigger warning. This is from the Gnostic, who were religious mystics who proclaimed Gnosis, knowledge, as the way of salvation. To know oneself truly allowed Gnostic men and women to know God directly without any need for the meditation of rabbis, priests, bishops, imams, or other religious officials. Okay. So the first part is of the ignorant rulers and the perfect ones. For it is ludicrous, it is I who bear witness that it was ludicrous, since the rulers do not know that this is an ineffable union of undefiled truth, as it exists among the children of light, of which made an imitation, having proclaimed a doctrine of a dead man, and lies so as to resemble the freedom and purity of the perfect assembly, and having joined themselves in their doctrine to fear and slavery, worldly cares, and abandoned worship, being small and ignorant, since they do not contain the nobility of the truth, for they hate the one in whom they are, and love the one in whom they are not. For they did not know the knowledge of the greatness that is from above and from a fountain of truth, and did not from slavery and jealousy, fear, and love of worldly matter. For that which is not theirs and that which is theirs, they use fiercely and freely. They do not desire because they have authority, and they have a law from themselves over whatever they wish. But those who have not are poor, that is, those who possess nothing, and yet they desire something, and they lead astray those who through them have become like those who possess the truth of their freedom, so as to bring us under a yoke and constraint of care and fear. This person is in slavery, and one who is brought by constraint of force and threat has been guarded by God, but the entire nobility of the fatherhood is not guarded, since he guards what is his by himself without word and constraint. He is united with his will. He who belongs only to the thought of the fatherhood, to make it perfect and infallible through the living water, to be with you mutually in wisdom, not only in word of hearing, but in deed and fulfilled word. For the perfect ones are worthy to be established in this way, and to be united with me, in order that they may not share in any enmity, in a good friendship. I accomplished everything through the good one, for this is the union of the truth, that they should have no adversary, but everyone who brings division, and such a one will learn no wisdom at all, because he brings division and is not a friend, is hostile to them all, but one who lives in harmony and friendship of brotherly love, naturally and not artificially, completely and not partially. This person is truly the desire of the Father. This is the universal one and perfect love. The counterfeit fathers. For Adam was a laughingstock, since he was made a counterfeit type of man by the realm of seven, as if he had become stronger than my brothers and me. We are innocent with respect to him, since we have not sinned. And Abraham and Isaac and Jacob were laughingstocks, since they, the counterfeit fathers, were given a name by the realm of seven, as if he had become stronger than my brothers and me. We are innocent with respect to him, since we have not sinned. David was a laughingstock, in that his son was named the human son, having been influenced by the realm of seven, as if he had become stronger than the fellow members of my race and me. But we are innocent with respect to him. We have not sinned. Solomon was a laughingstock, since he thought that he was Christ, having become vain through the realm of seven, as if he had become stronger than my brothers and me. But we are innocent with respect to him. I have not sinned. The 12 prophets were laughingstocks, since they have come forth as imitations of true prophets. They came into being as counterfeits through the realm of seven, as if he had become stronger than my brothers and me. But we are innocent with respect to it, since we have not sinned. Moses, a faithful servant, was a laughingstock, having been named the friend, since they perversely bore witness concerning him, who never knew me, neither he nor those before him. From Adam to Moses and John the Baptizer, none of them knew me, my brothers, for they had a doctrine of angels to observe dietary laws and bitter slavery, since they never knew truth, nor will they know it, for there is a great deception upon their soul, making it impossible for them ever to find a mind of freedom in order to know him, until they came to know the human Son. Now concerning my Father, I am he the world did not know, and because of this the world rose up against my brothers and me, but we are innocent with respect to it. We have not sinned, for the ruler was a laughingstock, because he said, I am God, and there is none greater than I. I am the Father, the Lord, and there is no other God but me. I am a jealous God, who brings the sins of the fathers upon the children for 3 and 4 generations, as if he had become stronger than my brothers and me. But we are innocent with respect to him, in that we have not sinned, since we mastered his teaching. Thus he is in an empty glory, and does not agree with our Father, and so through our fellowship we overcome this teaching, since he was vain in an empty glory, and he does not agree with our Father, for he was a laughingstock with judgment and false prophecy. O you who do not see your blindness, that this is who was not known. They have never known him, nor have they known about him. They did not listen to reliable report. Therefore they proceeded in a judgment of error, and they raised their defiled and murderous hands against him, as if they were beating the air. And the senseless and the blind ones are always senseless, always being slaves of law and earthly fear. I am Christ, the human Son. I am Christ, the human Son, the one from you who is in you. I am despised for your sake, in order that you yourselves may forget what is subject to change, and do not become female, lest you give birth to evil and its brothers, jealousy and division, anger and wrath, fear and divided heart, an empty, non-existent desire. But I am ineffable mystery to you. Then before the foundation of the world, when the whole multitude of the assembly came together upon the places of the realm of 8, when they had taken counsel, they married spiritually, which is in union, and thus he was perfected in the ineffable places by a living word, and the undefiled wedding was consummated through the meditation of Jesus, who inhabits them all and possesses them, who abides in an undivided power of love, and turning he appears to himself as the one of all these, a thought and a Father, since he is one, and he stands over against them all, since he as a whole came forth alone, and he is life, since he came from the Father of ineffable and perfect truth, the Father of those who are there, the union of peace, and a friend of good things, and the life eternal, and the undefiled joy, and a great harmony of life and faith, the eternal life of fatherhood and motherhood and sisterhood, and rational wisdom. They had agreed with the mind who stretches out and will stretch out in joyful union, and is trustworthy and faithfully listens. And this is the fatherhood and the motherhood and rational brotherhood and wisdom. And this is a wedding of truth and a repose of incorruption, in a spirit of truth in every mind, and a perfect light in an unnameable mystery. But this is not, nor will it happen among us, in any region or place and division and breach of peace, but it is union and a banquet of love, all being perfected in one who is. It also happened in the places under heaven for the reconciliation, those who knew me in salvation and undividedness, and those who existed from the glory of the Father and the truth, having been separated, blended into one through the living word. And I am the spirit and the truth of the motherhood, since unity was there, just as I was among those who are united in the friendship of friends forever. They know neither hostility at all, nor evil, but are united by my knowledge in word and peace, which exists in perfection with everyone and in them all. And those who assumed the form of my type will assume the form of my word. Indeed, these will come forth in light forever and in friendship with each other in the Spirit, since they have known in every respect and indivisibly that the one who is one, and all of these are one, and thus they will learn about the one as well as the assembly and those dwelling in it, for the Father of all of these exists, being immeasurable, immutable mind, and the word and division and envy and fire, and he is entirely one, being all with them all in a single doctrine, because all these are from a single spirit. O unseen ones, why did you not know the mystery rightly? But the rulers around Yaldabaoth were disobedient because of the thought, who went down to him from her sister Sophia. They made for themselves a union with those who were with them in a mixture of a fiery cloud, which was their envy, and the rest, who were brought forth by their creatures, as if had been bruised the noble pleasure of the assembly, and therefore they revealed a mixture of ignorance in a counterfeit image of fire and earth and murder, since they are small and untaught, without knowledge, having dared these things, but having understood the light, has fellowship with the light, and darkness with darkness, and the corruptible with the perishable, and the imperishable with the incorrupt.